Good morning, y'all, and welcome back. So today is a good morning. It's also a sad morning. It's sad because this is the last time you're gonna see this park right here in a video. But it's good because that means we're getting ready to hit the road again. So when Alicia got hurt, we canceled all of our plans except for the ones around Thanksgiving. Alicia's feeling better and the doctor has cleared her to start walking. So we're moving back in the RV and we're hitting the road to go spend time with friends and family for Thanksgiving. So we're gonna be in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, Branson, Missouri, and then we're gonna go over to Oklahoma City before coming back here for Christmas time and New Year's. And then we'll be hitting the road for our most epic adventure ever. Because of Alicia's accident, we had to cancel last year's trip. So we're deciding to double down and we're gonna make next year's trip the most epic trip we've ever done. Even more epic than the out west trip we did on our first trip out. That brings us to today. We are starting the process of moving back into the RV. Now I know that seems like it's pretty easy to do, but not for us, because the RV is still basically in the condition it was when it came home from Alicia's accident. That means it's a mess. Also, we've been living in her parents' house for like 2.5 months now, which means her parents' house is a mess. We have to get all that stuff out of her parents' house back into the RV and get the RV road ready. Who knows how many trips it's gonna take for me to get all the stuff back to the RV, but the RV is not in any condition to travel. We have no food in the RV. We have no clothes in the RV. We actually are not even sure we know how to use the RV because it's been so long since we've traveled in it. We're excited to get back on the road. It's gonna be a learning experience because it's been so long since we've actually been in the RV, and since we haven't traveled in so long, our first travel is gonna be one epic journey. We need to go to Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Normally, that would take us 2 days, but because this will be our first long distance trip with Caden, and Alicia's foot is still on the mend, so she doesn't wanna spend all day in the car, it's gonna take us 3 days to get there. So not only are we moving in last minute, we're about to embark on one of the biggest journeys we've ever done as a family, and we're doing it cold turkey. Watch us as we struggle to get this RV road ready and to get back on the road. This is what Alicia had waiting for me when I got home for our first load to the RV. So the front seat's full, the back seat's full, and there's stuff back there. So anyway, I'm gonna head to the RV, and when I get there, I'll show you the mess we're working with. Welcome to the RV. That's right, RV. Big things are coming your way. We're about to move back into you, and I hope you're ready, because I don't think we are, because we haven't lived in this RV in quite a while, so we may not be very good at it, but we're gonna try our best. But just think about it like this, it'll be like a new experience, like we've never ever spent time together, because technically it's been a while since we spent some real time in this RV. I come over here all the time, but Alicia and the kids have not been at this RV since she got hurt. This has been my mobile YouTube studio. I usually come over here every single day and work on videos, and I do website things because the internet at this RV park is actually pretty amazing. Plus it's quiet here. Y'all seen all the stuff that Alicia just put in that truck, and she says there's 3 more loads coming. Well, I can't take any of this stuff out of the truck until I fix the inside of this RV, because nothing in here is in its home yet. It's still the way it was packed when I brought it home after she got hurt. So I'm gonna show you, and she's probably not gonna enjoy this, but this is the way the inside of our RV looks right now. There is stuff everywhere, nothing's actually in its home. This is the workstation where I usually work to work on videos. There's actually nothing that's really in place. Things are all out of place. That's from our recent video, which you guys just saw. We'll walk back in the toy hauler. So back here, this is the remains of what I just showed you guys up there, the tank chemicals. We actually just finished filming that video this morning, so I have to get all this cleaned up and packed up and out of the way, and this whole room back here has to be converted back into travel mode, which means we have to set up our pack and plays and get all the kids' toys and stuff back in there ready to travel. You can see they're missing so many of their cubes. That's because they're in the back of the truck. That's all their clothes, and they do have some toys that need to come back in here. I'm gonna show you what our bedroom looks like, because the reason that room back there is so clean for the science experiment is because all that stuff came up here to this room. So this room right here, everything that's supposed to go in the toy hauler was put right here because I needed the toy hauler to be clean for the science experiment video. We're getting ready to hit the road, and I've got to find a place for all this stuff to go first. Then I have to go get all the stuff out of the truck and bring it in. Then we have to start putting stuff back in this house so we can eat. So here's our pantry. There is nothing in the pantry. There's also nothing in the refrigerator, completely empty, or the freezer. So once I get done organizing the RV the way it is now and get the stuff from inside the truck in here, I have to go to Walmart, Sam's, and Tractor Supply and get all kinds of supplies for inside here. And then I'm going back to Alicia's parents' house, and I'm gonna do maybe 1 or 2 more loads tonight, because we do have 2 days before we need to be on the road. But we're gonna try to go as much as we can today so that tomorrow may not be as challenging. You know what's funny? You know what this feels like? You know in high school when you had a school project due and you waited and waited and waited till the night before to work on it and turn it in? This is really starting to feel like that. I know we have 2 days, but it's really starting to feel like we have more things to do than time to do it in. But the good news is whatever doesn't find a home, we have a toy hauler. So we'll just throw it in there and figure it out when we get where we're going. All right, so I got almost everything in the RV sort of back in place. At least the toy hauler section is pretty good. Now it's time to start getting all things in that truck in this room. Nailed it. Man, look how good this room looks. I even got the colors matching. I don't have that one because that's still full of toys. So is that one. But I did pretty good. I got this probably as close as it'll ever be if I do it. Sorry, Alicia, if it's not in the right spot. I tried. But this one looks really good. Now this, on the other hand, this is all stuff that has nowhere to go until I get other stuff from the house. We're gonna go make a trip to Walmart, Sam's, and Tractor Supply and get some of those things. And we're gonna bring them back here, organize them inside the RV, and then I'm going back to the house to get round 2 of our stuff for the night. And you might get lucky and see Alicia. She was talking about coming over here to help me because she knows we're running out of time. First stop, Tractor Supply. That's because Buddy needs food. So we're gonna get Buddy some food, and then we're going right behind me over there to Sam's because we need some things for the girls in bulk. All right, so we got Buddy's stuff, and now we're going to Sam's. And I will say, the one thing I hate about this time of year is it's only 4:30 and it's gonna be dark when I get out of Sam's. It gets dark around here literally before 5 o'clock. It really makes you feel like there's no daylight left. What do you guys think about this time of year? I prefer for it to be daylight till 8:30, 9 o'clock. This getting dark at 5 o'clock is really throwing me off. We're done with Sam's and it's only 5:17, and look at this. The day is basically over. For our next thing, we're gonna go right next door to that blue store. Not my favorite blue store, the other blue store. We're going to Walmart, and we have a list because we have nothing in the RV, so it's like starting from scratch. So it's for sure gonna be dark when I come out because I'm about to probably spend an hour in there. And it's probably gonna be a very expensive card. Finally, got done with Walmart. It took a little longer. It's about an hour and a half. It's 7 o'clock right now, and it looks like it's midnight outside. I don't know about you, but I'm having a hard time believing how we can set our clocks back 1 hour, but like we lose like 3 hours a day. I have so much stuff in this truck. You can see all that. And that's because we had nothing in the RV. When we moved out this time for Alicia's accident, we took everything. Like we didn't have paper towels, we didn't have toilet paper, no washing detergent, no fabric softener, nothing. Like we had nothing, no condiments, nothing at all. And it was really funny because when I was checking out, the lady goes, "Hey, did you just move here?" And I was like, "Nope, I'm actually leaving." And she looked at me like I was joking. I said, "No, I really am leaving." So then we got to talking. I said, no, we live full-time in our RV, and we were here for a little while, and now we're going back on the road. And she was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know people actually did that." So then we got to talking. I told her about our YouTube channel. Anyway, maybe we have a new subscriber, maybe we don't. But she was like, "This is a lot of stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. But all that'll fit in your RV." I was like, this actually is not probably gonna be all of it. We're probably gonna be missing quite a few things, and I'll have to come back here tomorrow once Alicia sees what I got and didn't get. We're done shopping, hopefully. This should be good for at least 3 or 4 weeks. Who knows? So we got all the stuff from back there inside the RV, and it's probably as close to where it's gonna be with me doing it. But that's what you get when you wait till the last minute to do your school project, because that's really what this feels like. Because Alicia just called me and said she has the second load ready. It's 8:36 right now, so I'm gonna head back to the house, grab the second load, and bring it over tonight. Because tomorrow is our last day to get this ready, and I'm gonna do as much as I can tonight so that tomorrow, hopefully, we're not working late. We can get an early night's sleep because we have an early morning when we leave here on Saturday. Welcome to load 2. And it's just as much. Look, it's in the front seat. It's all there. There's even some things in the back. This is load 2. This is where I want you guys to help me out. Alicia says that we only have 2 more loads tomorrow and we'll be done. I'm gonna say it right now before tomorrow shows up. Minimum of 3 loads tomorrow. What do y'all think? In the comments below, how many loads will I make between this house and the RV tomorrow? Because tomorrow is our last day of packing. She says just 2. Minimum of 3, if not 4. Anyway, we're heading back to the RV. We gotta find a place for all this stuff. We're done with load 2 for the night, and it's 10:23 p.m. It's been a really long day, so we made 2 trips today from the house to the RV. Plus, we went to Walmart, Sam's, and Tractor Supply to get all the stuff we need inside so we can live in it. Today was a very long day, and tomorrow's gonna be just as long. Because Alicia says there's only 2 more trips tomorrow, but I'm betting there's at least 3. We also have to do a whole bunch of work to get this thing ready to go on the road. By tomorrow evening, we want to have this thing packed up, ready to go, slides in, so that first thing on Saturday morning, all we have to do is come over here and just hook up to it and pull out. I'm gonna head to the house and get some sleep. I'll see you guys first thing in the morning. Good morning, y'all. I'm back at the RV, and it's just me by myself. That's because Alicia is not ready for our first load of the day. So I decided to come over here and take care of all the outside stuff. So we have to get this thing road ready, which means we need to lubricate all the axles, the bearings, the suspension. We for sure are gonna have to put air in all the tires because it's been around freezing every night. So I'm sure they're all low. We need to do a one over on the entire RV and get it ready to go. Plus, my entire basement storage is not in a mode to travel right now. We have all of our stuff here, but there's more stuff that has to go in there, and there's things on the outside that need to go in there. So we have to basically take everything out, reorganize it, get it done. So my goal this morning is to get the outside of the camper ready to go, and by then Alicia should be ready for our first load of the day. Hey, so this is the basement storage, and this is what I'm talking about. Nothing in here is where it's supposed to be. This is the most unorganized you'll ever see my RV. And that's because we haven't been living here. This has been a remote storage, plus I'm shooting videos and nothing's where it's supposed to go. But this right here will not travel this way. So we had to pull everything out. I have to reorganize everything because nothing's where it's supposed to be to begin with. Plus the containers aren't in the right spots. The stuff in the containers in the wrong spots. That's our first goal this morning. Pull everything out of the basement, get it out here, get it reorganized, get it packed back up for travel day. All right, so here is everything that was in the basement. Now, most of it goes in there. It's just in the wrong order, the wrong place. Plus, we have an assortment of things over there that need to find their home in their boxes. So this is our R3 3-stage water filter by Blue Technologies. And this thing has been awesome for us. We've had those filters in there for about 4 months now, 5 months of use. It's been longer than that, but we haven't been using it. But that's far better than us having to change filters every month with our old setup with the onboard filter and the inline filter. Now, if you guys are interested in this, you can save yourself some money by checking the link in the description below. Let's go see how big this basement is when everything's out. So we have plenty of storage, but you have to utilize it properly. So now our job is to get all that stuff back in the boxes it belongs in. Plus there's several things inside the RV that need to come out here and get inside these boxes. And then we're gonna pack that back up and get it ready to go. All right, so I'm sorting out my tank treatment box, and I forgot, I just did that video about the tank treatments, and now I have all these that I didn't use. Well, I did use them, I didn't use the whole bottle that I had to carry around, and I'm gonna continue to use them all until they're used up because I paid for them. But I found out this one is pretty good, and this one is actually the second best. The Happy Camper, I'm not sure that we're gonna use it again. I think it is just for masking odors. We also decided to give this a try. This is supposed to clean your black tank sensors and your gray tank sensors. So we're gonna give it a try and I'll let you know. But now we gotta figure out a place to store those in this box over here, which is already pretty full. So you know you haven't spent enough time in your RV when you don't actually know what's in each one of these boxes. Even though it has labels on them, I'm having to open it up and see what exactly is in each one, because I'm not sure anymore. I used to know where everything was. It's gonna take some learning to get used to where all this stuff goes. I was trying to reorganize it, and I forgot the last time I used the RV, we were swimming. So I had all the swimming stuff up front. Well, now we're not gonna be swimming because it's cold. So now I had to reorganize the way things pack. And it's been a while. It's been since last year I had to do this, where I flopped all the storage stuff based on the seasons we're in. So now I'm having to figure out what's in the swimming box, what's in the toy box, what's in that toy box, what's in all these boxes, to figure out the best way to organize it so that we have the things we're likely going to use easier to access, and the things we may not use further in. So we managed to find a home for everything, and everything is back in there the way it's supposed to go for travel day. It looks like a lot's going on, but everything has a place, and usually whenever we get there, a lot of the stuff in the front comes out and goes out here on the front porch. Let's go look at the other side. It's actually not that impressive because there's boxes all the way to the door, but we have all the stuff we need for setting up. We have our water filter, we have Extra Buddy dog food, our water hoses, and tomorrow morning when we roll that up, these two boxes come out, and that actually hangs against the wall right there. So up next, we need to grease the suspension and air up the tires in the truck and the trailer. And I just remembered when I went to get my dad's RV, we actually raised that all the way up. Well, for our RV, we actually have to lower it back down, so we're gonna do that as well. So we finished airing up the tires in the RV, and they were all about 15 psi low because it's been freezing here at night. We also topped off the air in the truck. That's why we love this onboard air compressor, because we can go up to 200 psi, which is good because our tires take 110 psi for the trailer. Now we have to crawl underneath there. We need to grease and inspect the suspension and all the components to make sure we're good to go. We're done greasing, and it's actually pretty easy here because there is concrete, but it's not always the case. The gravel ones are the hardest because you have to crawl over there to get to every one of them. When I was under there, I noticed that all of my slides could use some love. So I'm gonna lubricate them up with this slide out silicone lube. We're done lubing up these slide mechanisms. And the last thing we need to do is we need to adjust the fifth wheel plate. When I moved my dad's RV, I had to raise it to the highest setting for his setup so it'd clear the bed rails. Well, now, since we're pulling ours again, and we have the Gen Y, we need to lower it to the lowest setting so that we have good bed rail clearance, but also to make sure the RV is level. So we have that lowered to the lowest position, so we should be good to go for tomorrow. It's time to put all this stuff up, and unfortunately it's time to say goodbye to Phil's chair. That's right, it's time to pack Phil's chair up because Phil's chair is coming with us, and he goes up here in the front next to Phil's chair's friends. So we're gonna pick all this up, and then we're gonna head back and get Alicia and start moving things in and organizing the inside of this RV. I stopped at my dad's RV to check on it because we just winterized it and it has been freezing the last several nights. Everything's good. Now remember, this thing still is for sale. It's a 2011 Forest River Sierra 28BH. If you're interested, reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, or at hello@pavingnewpaths.com. Now let's go see what Alicia's up to. Welcome to load 3. And I got someone very special I want y'all to meet. It's my school partner who is part of this last minute project that we're participating in.
I just showed up.
Yeah.
Hey teacher, I've been working this whole time behind the scenes. I promise. I really have though. That's what everyone always says when they're the slacker of the group.
I've been working hours.
I've been doing things you just don't even know how to do.
So are you ready? By the way, I told them that today was gonna be at least, you told me 2 loads.
I did.
And I said you were lying, it's at least 3. The thing is I don't feel like there's another load.
No, the only thing left in there is our bath stuff. So we'll have Caden's bathtub and then the girls' stuff, and then our clothes and stuff for tomorrow, and then like chargers and things like that we'll need tomorrow. So we're like way better than when we left the last time, I think.
So you haven't seen the RV.
That's what I was just butting to. But I'm concerned about the state of the RV, because usually I go over in between trips and kind of help organize, and I haven't been there since we got here. On it, have I?
You have not been in there since you broke your leg.
Yeah, I haven't been inside there since we were at Toledo Bend when I broke my leg. So it's gonna be interesting, but we're gonna get it done.
All right, y'all seen it. It's looking great, right?
What's it look like?
Tell her it's great.
The
outside's good to go. All the boy stuff, we're ready to go down the road.
Of course
the inside,
it is.
Perfect. I mean, I probably wouldn't change a thing.
I mean, we've packed and unpacked how many times? You should know where things go by now.
I didn't know where things were in the basement today because we haven't been RVing in so long. This is like our first time all over again.
I know. I was trying to organize things into bins, and I'm like, I don't even remember what goes where, so we'll figure it out.
Do you know how irresponsible I was? I forgot that I had my dad's RV, the fifth wheel.
Yeah.
I had to move that because it wouldn't have worked tomorrow morning.
Oh my goodness. Oh, the plate?
Yes, we moved it from my
gosh.
dad's RV, and tomorrow I've been like, why is this sitting so funny?
I'm glad you remembered today instead of tomorrow.
Also, there were so many things at the RV that was not, I mean, we're not very good at RVing full time right now.
Well, we haven't been RVing full time lately, so we're a little
like all the things
rusty.
That used to be easy today was like, oh really? That needs attention too?
I'm just interested to see how this boondocking for the next few days goes.
It's not boondocking, we have full hookups.
Oh, we do? Oh, I thought we were staying on the road.
No,
I forgot.
No. We're plugging in with water and electricity and sewer if we need to.
And a safe space for kids to get outside and play.
We're just not
crazy.
unhooking the truck if we don't have to.
Okay. Well, that makes me
but
feel
don't tell
a lot
them.
better.
Shh, that's tomorrow's video.
Oh, you're not supposed to see that. We might edit that out.
No, we're not. So, are you ready to see how awesome I packed everything so far?
I am. I'm just ready to get
I already
done.
told them if it doesn't work out, I'll just throw all in the toy hauler. We'll figure it out when we get there.
I don't know how this is going to go, but it's going to be interesting. We can guarantee you that.
It's going to be a lot better than she thinks. How did I do?
You did really well. Like,
I mean, it looks terrible, but it's because I knew if I put it where it's supposed to go, it'd be wrong. So I got them to where they might go.
Well, you know,
and then you'll just manage the expectations.
What I appreciate is that you left me walkways, because if I had been doing it, it had just been piled in, and I was really concerned about my leg, like being able to get around in here, because I've had space for the past couple months. But
you haven't seen that room yet.
I did. It was fine.
This room. I didn't know where all this stuff went.
Yeah.
Let's turn the light on.
But you still left walkways, like I can work without having to worry about falling. So I'm not going to re-injure myself.
I told y'all I nailed this room.
You did.
And your room is not as bad, but I knew because Caden's stuff, I didn't want to put it in there and you have to rearrange it.
Yeah, I haven't been up there yet, but I mean, so far I'm kind of impressed. We can manage this.
I told you it wouldn't take long to finish this.
He says we're gonna be here for like an hour. We're gonna time ourselves, and we'll let you know how long we're actually here. So I have a little surprise for Kevin. He's done a whole lot of work lately, and I wanted to just do a little something for him. So I got us a new sign for the RV. We used to have this lovely sign, and it was above our fridge. It says very little is needed for a happy life. And about 6 months in, Kevin asked me, is there supposed to be 3 E's in needed? The sign, it stayed up actually for a while, but then it started falling when we got into the high humidity areas. So I got us a new one made. So let's go surprise him. I was just telling him about our sign. I don't like it being empty up there. Can we put it up there again?
Oh, you like the extra E?
I told him, I know it has an extra E. It's so blank up there and boring.
Our good morning has a lot of extra O's.
Oh, maybe it was a sign of things to come. I told him how you
Very little is needed
for a happy life. Do you want me to do like the kids? Close your eyes. Keep them really closed.
Oh, look at that.
What do you think?
That's pretty awesome.
I hope it fits. It's a little larger than, than what I thought.
Well, here, hold on, let's see.
I don't measure well. This is why you do that.
Hey, when she measures, she takes the tape measure, and there's clearly numbers. She goes, it's 21-ish.
That's what I told him. It's like 10 inches-ish, I think. I don't really know. Ah, I think it's cute. You like it?
Yeah.
I had him do one where it had the same saying on it, but then I thought we need our saying in here.
I feel like we should have a good morning one. We did it.
We did.
Now, I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
Feels like we've been here forever, right?
It kind of does.
Because of that right there. Because it gets dark at 5 o'clock. You know, it's only 6:40.
Oh my gosh.
We've
no.
only been here an hour and 40 minutes.
Feels like we've been here about 4. We did a lot.
Toy hauler's done.
Yes.
Our room is done. The slide's in.
Yep.
This room is good to go. And as soon as we get Alicia and baby Caden out of the way, we're making this room skinny and we're ready to go. Well, we have one more thing to do.
What's that?
Old girl out there thirsty.
Oh yeah, we need to fill her up.
We need diesel and DEF. So it's going to be expensive.
Oh gosh.
We're going to go to the truck stop for the DEF.
He likes that idea. Can
You
you
wanna go
say
to the truck
hi?
stop?
Can you tell him hi? Say he's about to get some teeth.
I just want you to know, when we're at the truck stop, it's Mr. Cornbread if you refer to me.
What was the handle someone said I should have?
Honey butter?
Honey butter biscuit or something. I like that. Whoever said
Cornbread
that.
and honey butter biscuit.
Yeah, I thought it was
And
funny.
one of the black eyed peas.
Hi. He's excited.
Time to close her up, and we're hitting the road. Can you tell the people what kind of truck that is in front of us?
Pretty one.
Oh no, what's the name?
Peterbilt.
That's right.
Duh.
You can tell. Everybody else is asleep, and he's like, "Hey, look at me."
Paul said, look at those over there. They're all asleep. He says, I paid too much money. You got to look at me.
He's walking around cleaning it too. He ain't going to sleep. Look at him. He's over there walking around. Look at him. He's got a headlight on his head. He is wiping it down. Hey,
He's not making fun of the man. He would be the exact same way.
You know what Drumstick says?
What?
That man right there is a real trucker.
He is a real trucker.
He's gonna make sure his baby's all nice and clean before he goes to sleep. Talking to her, checking her out.
He takes good care of her. I knew you were a good man. You would take good care of your truck just like you took good care of me. You need a truck one day. Maybe when you retire from YouTube.
I might need YouTube money to afford the diesel in that thing. By the way, you should see the diesel in this thing, and we're much smaller.
I can't imagine that. I would pass out or have a heart attack at the pump.
The pump before me was $600-something, and he probably wasn't full.
Oh my gosh. Nope, we ain't doing all that unless the company's paying.
So anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with us, and thanks for watching us struggle to move back in the RV. We love you, and we'll see you next time from the road.